Hey YouTube. Today I chose to talk about Captain America. Yesterday I went to go see Captain America with my brother and my cousin and my dad. My dad really wanted to go and see this because he is a big Marvel fan. He has a ton of their comics. I thought the movie was great. If you haven't seen it, I really would suggest this movie. To start off, I'll talk a little bit about who Captain America is for those of you who don't know anything about it. It was originally published in the 1940s by two guys named Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. Captain America is the alter ego of Steve Rogers, who is this really small, scrawny guy. He becomes super strong by this experimental serum that gets injected into his body. How the movie starts, it's during World War II. And the U.S. military is looking for a sort of super soldier that they're hoping to use to take down Hitler. Steve Rogers, this tiny little guy, really wants to get into the army and to serve his country. He tries to get into the army, but is continually turned down, so he has to keep going and lying on his application forms just to try and have another chance to get in. And finally, there is this scientist who sees what a fantastic person he is. He sees how brave and kind and selfless this guy is. He is the perfect guy for this military's plan that they'll be able to use to take down Hitler. This scientist has this special serum that it makes him stronger, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And I think the reason why I found this movie so great is because it's so relatable. For me, I'm used to being one of the smallest people on my sports teams, and I play baseball and soccer. I know that even when, I was younger, I was always kind of the smallest kid, so I've always had to work so much harder to get to where I want to be, whereas other people who are a lot bigger, if they hit the ball, it just goes that much farther, whereas for me, I always had to push myself so much harder than everyone else to just do half as well as them. Another thing that I think makes superhero movies in general really relatable with the public is because of bullies. There are so many people who are bullied every day, and these superheroes are being bullied in their regular life, but also in their superhero life by these villains. It's always kind of been something that people have been able to relate to, whether it's through the original comics or now that they're doing a ton of these remakes of movies and stuff that we can relate to now. This movie in particular, it was kind of cheesy. I'll admit it was cheesy, but it was really funny. There was a ton of action. It was super fast paced, and it was really good. It was really good. And it's for any age group. That's what I think is so great about it. And my dad really liked it because he found it a lot like the original comics. So when we got home, I asked him to fish out a few of his old comics. I have one of them here now. Captain America. Over right here. He is the Red Skull, and that is the bad guy from this movie. Check it out. Another thing is, if you're gonna go and watch this movie, stay until the end of the credits, because there's always something at the end of the credits in a superhero movie. So, in case you didn't know, after the whole Captain America stories, and it became a lot less popular after World War II was over, but that is not the end of Captain America's life. Oh no. Later on, in the early 1960s, he reappears in a new comic where there is a ton of Marvel superheroes who band together to create the Avengers. That movie is coming out next year, and that is what is at the end of the movie, is a trailer for that. I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!